So now with all your foundations in place, we're in a great place to start working on each of the 7 profit multipliers. So let's start with leads, item 5. The first thing I'd like to talk about is the lead magnet. This is like the bait for fishing. What type of bait are you going to use to catch your ideal client? So here's where item 2, what's so special about your business, comes into play. What did you identify as being so special about your business? Use these differentiators to lure in your new prospects. The other thing you may consider is putting out an offer. So what type of offer can you make to new prospects? You shouldn't be surprised to know there's an actual formula to work out how much this amount is. The first step in working out how much you can give away is to first work out the lifetime value of a client. To work this out, you'd use the numbers that you calculated in step 4. The numbers that you would use would be average sale price times the number of years they stay with you, times the number of years that they're a client, times the number of referrals, times the gross profit margin. If you multiply these together, you'll come up with a value which we call the lifetime value of a client. When I ran this exercise with a restaurant, we found that a typical client, a lifetime value of a client, was about $15,000. Now we wouldn't be able to bank this $15,000 immediately. What it would mean is that over the time or the lifetime the client stays with you, in the formula if you look at the number of years they stay with you, we could bank that $15,000 over time. Now that you know that value, and say for example it is $15,000, how much of that $15,000 are you willing to give away in order to gain a new lifetime value client? Anything up to $15,000, right? Now when I explained this to my client, he was quite surprised. Then I said something that totally surprised him. I said, let's start giving away meals for free. Then he stopped, caught his breath, understood the numbers and agreed to the strategy. So I asked him the next question to give him a little more comfort about the strategy we were about to adopt. I asked him the question, of 10 people that we gave away free meals to, how many of those could you comfortably convert into lifetime value customers? He said, probably 2. So let's do the maths. We calculated that the cost of the meal was around $10. We didn't include any rental costs or staff costs or anything of the like because the shop was going to be open anyway. So if he was to give away 10 meals, it would cost him $100. $10 for each meal times 10 equals $100. Now on his estimated conversion rate, he would convert 2 of those into lifetime value clients, which would be 2 times 15,000, which is $30,000. Can you see by knowing your numbers, you can actually put in strategies and put in offers that are quite counterintuitive. But once you, like I said, once you know your numbers, you can be more comfortable in putting those strategies ahead, even giving away stuff for free. Now that we were comfortable with the lead magnet, then we moved on to the next section, which was we moved into joint ventures. At this point, we started looking at point 4, which is the target market. Who in the local area for this business had similar clients that we wanted to attract? In this example, we approached a local gym, which was only maybe a block up the road. And we approached them with the joint venture strategy. So what is the joint venture strategy? I'm glad you asked. What we did was we approached the owner of the gym and said, when was the last time that you thanked your clients? He said, what? I never thank my clients. And we said, well, I think you should. And here's what you're going to give them. You're going to give them a free meal at our restaurant down the road. And we'll pay for everything. He couldn't believe his luck. And we actually gave him a letter and a template that read something like this. Dear client, we are writing you this short letter just to say thank you for being a valued client. Without you, our business would not exist and we wouldn't be able to do the things that we love best. As a small token of our appreciation, we've arranged a free meal for you and a friend down at Sam's anytime next week. Take this letter down to redeem your free meals. Thanks again and look forward to be of service to you in the future. Now let's look at what happened in this scenario. Let's look at it from the gym's perspective. They were able to say thank you to their clients and give something away of value. Did they look good in the client's eyes? For sure. Would it bring back more business for them? Definitely. So, let's look at the client's perspective. Would they be happy with the gym? For sure. They get a free meal and enjoy the hospitality down at Sam's. Now, would Sam's restaurant have benefited from the arrangement as well? For sure. That was the whole reason for the program. Now you can see it was a win-win-win situation. The cafe won, the client won, and so did the joint venture partner, the gym. What was powerful about this strategy is that we didn't stop with the gym. We did it with the accountant, with the council up the road, also with the solicitors. The end result? We used this strategy plus a few more, and in 6 months the restaurant doubled its turnover. Not a bad result. The other item on this leads, item number 5, is social media. Now, I haven't got time to go into this in any depth, but I've listed it here as one option you should seriously consider to generate more leads for your business. At this point, write down one lead generation strategy that you're going to try that will increase your current lead generation numbers by 10%. Take the time and write it down now, before we move on to the next item of conversions.